We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hey, 17 George, watch 17.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, check. 29 is Mike. Mike, 29. Squeeze, double.
Here's Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
29 is Mike. 29.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now it's Tannehill. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Tannehill throwing again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. A handoff, running left, Henry. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Off for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
7-7, our score after 1. On first down, Kaepernick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And he is all the way up past the 25. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Flushed out right, and he fires one incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Tannehill. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in this second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Play action. It's Kaepernick. Rolling to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mason. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. His first carry, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. A throw out wide by Kaepernick is caught. Touchdown, Colts! Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st down, Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. A toss left, Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Now Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff to Henry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Bullock's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Second and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. Here's Kaepernick. He sets to fire deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now this throw caught left side. Now he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Tannehill. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 35 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's got Granson over the middle. Touchdown! Kylan Granson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Only able to make it to the 15 after the broken tackle. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
A.J. Brown is starting to get a well-deserved reputation as one of the top flight receivers in the NFL. Went over 1,000 yards in his first 2 years. Makes another strong catch there.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Tannehill. Flush to his right, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They snap it to Tannehill. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's what.
And now off to the races, down the right side, past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 77 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Switch it, come on, switch it.
He'll drop to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Again, Tannehill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. This will go to Henry out wide. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 35 on 2nd down, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have the Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Titans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So a big two-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. They'll try and run it in with Henry, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Dances by him. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 26. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This is caught. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And that's complete to Brown. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Tannehill. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Tannehill to throw. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Here's Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Throwing Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The former Steeler Bud Dupree in on the tackle. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.